Hey everyone, I'm going to be checking out Aftermath by Kristoffer. Kristoffer asked me to check the map out, and if anyone else wants me to check out their maps, feel free to drop it in the comments below or message me on Discord or something like that. Aftermath, The Cure. Months after Karrakin's victory over the combined UED Dominion and Protoss forces, the Queen of Blades recedes deep beneath the surface of Char, encased in a cocoon-like shell undergoing a transformation that will soon decide the fate of the Korprulu sector. Memories fading, a storm of impulses and thoughts swirl in her mind. She can't move her arms, body suspended in thick liquid, when finally a call wakes her from this strange trance. Raging thoughts fade to silence, hands cold and shivering, she looks up as a dreadful certainty settles on her mind. Okay, it's interesting. So I'm wondering if there's a bit like old personality resurfacing or something. Only the outer persona, the role we play, is subject to blame. And I did load this map up a little bit earlier just to make sure everything was working with the map loader. I was thinking maybe this means your choices matter or something, but I don't know. Aftermath Prologue. No, that's not the same thing. Years have passed since the battle at Char Aleph. The Dominion is shattered, the old ways have returned. The Terran sector is in a state of war. As factions strive to gain power and control over their rivals, Manx, however, prepares for the inevitable. Even as others have begun to question his sanity and integrity. Poor Manx. Murdering billions of people, but poor him, people are questioning his decisions. Not that they know he did that, but yeah. Meanwhile, on the planet Char, an empowering change begins to disrupt Kerrigan's control over the swarms. This transformation and her choice, whether to embrace who she is becoming or hold on to her humanity, will decide the fate of the entire Korprulu sector. I am definitely curious if we are going to have some sort of choices. They don't even have to be big, but you could make like the upgrades be story based or something. Episode 1, Shadow of the Swarm. The Queen of Blades has begun summoning the dormant broods buried deep in this sector, as the bulk of the Zerg swarm approaches from Char. With her plans in motion, Kerrigan dispatches a new Hive Queen into the planet to land the first blow. Birthed to create a completely new strain of brood matriarchs designed to direct multiple hive clusters for planet-wide infestation operations. The newly born Hive Queen relentlessly proceeds to claim her birthright as prime matriarch of the Garm Brood. Garm Brood, that was Cerebrate in Starcraft 1. I need to replay that sometime and brush up on things. So this is your little level selector. I think right now I only have episode 1. And I believe Kristoffer is still working on the more of them. Got some placeholders. I do like the look of the menu. It's very pretty. Very well set up. And the buttons look cool too. Probably just do coffee break. Yeah, start mission. I think this is the same description as before. Same tip. Go ahead and post in your comments what you think this means. We gotta do it before we find out. Kerrigan. I have become the monster I once feared. No dread shall befall me now, but this one thing to learn and never realize it at that final moment. Once the purpose of my struggle is fulfilled, its very reason will have lost all meaning. Oops, not skip. Oh, I guess I do skip, so it's just a very short thing. Now, one thing before I forget, is I have always liked how Kerrigan was more like action, deal with the consequences later. Whereas making her kind of wishy-washy like this is making her a little bit like Zeratul from Legacy of the Void, and I don't really remember what he was like in Starcraft 1, but it's interesting. Jarbin Miner. Those always look cool. Those little planet names. I never bothered to learn the trigger for those. Right. We control the Zerg. Get to F2. Map has a very cool look to it. Very well terrained. But no time to enjoy that. Assume we'll probably get a base at some point. Alright, you sorry lot. Fall back to the high ground. Fall back. It's pretty cool looking dialogue. Now my question is, does it go into... It does not go into the message log though. The problem with that is that if the person misses a message, they can't look at it later. So things that go into the message log are specifically the you use the dialogue. No, not the dialogue. The send transmission action. All those will show up in there. What you could do if you still want to keep this is maybe you could just hide the send transmissions but make them basically the same thing so that they'll still go to the message log. But yeah, so people can look at it later. But you can still have your custom thing. Like, people who are better at the UI stuff, they'll just hide all the chat boxes way under it if they don't want it to be seen. Alright, we got our workers. Huh, so the base is kind of in different areas. There's some minerals over here too. So I wonder if by doing that you're wanting the player to build like several hatcheries. So normally you only have like one. Or maybe you wanted some long distance mining, I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. How much gas here? 750, not very much. And these mineral patches are low in amount too. So that's interesting. We do have a huge supply, and that's way greater than our amount. So if we end up using all our drones, that would be bad. Alright, regroup you guys. That guy was like unsure if he wanted to attack us or not. So yeah, we can't make any drones until we get a bunch more overlords, is what I'm saying. Which puts us just kind of in a weird position. I don't know. I haven't been playing long enough to know, but I always like to give the player pretty fast larva regen, and then up it to, like, in my campaign I upped it to 6 maximum from the 3. I don't think I made it quite as fast as like the normal difficulty on Heart of the Swarm, but it was faster than like melee. I almost kind of wonder if I could, like, part of me wants to just roll through the map with this army, and the other part is like, you don't want to risk losing everything and then getting steamrolled later, leaving your base completely undefended. There are lots of Marines everywhere though. We are on coffee break difficulty. I do wonder if they get like the shield upgrade or anything like that on higher difficulty. Okay, walk up the ramp, guys. Don't just get into a meat grinder. Alright, still need more overlords. You are... I only have one hat tree on my hotkey. Oops. The source of the psionic impulse emanating somewhere in the area. Ooh. We need to investigate. We need to find something. It's a pretty large map. Again, the training is very pretty, which I imagine on a map this size takes a really long time. I'm pretty bad at training myself, though. Maybe the pros are faster at it.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh yeah, we need some. It's funny, we got this huge army, but we haven't done anything to earn it ourselves. Be nice maybe to get some upgrades. Alright, there's a whole lot of minerals everywhere. I wonder if you're just meant to like completely infest the whole planet of hatcheries everywhere. But you know what, I probably need more than 3 on that area. I always thought about experimenting with like different than the standard mineral patches where it's like a circle. Seeing how that goes. Upgrade this since we got a ton of hydralisks. Get that. Got quite a few minerals. Might as well build a few zerglings. Do they have speed? Give them speed. Haven't been attacked yet. Which it is mission 1 though. I don't know how many missions you intend on doing, but mission 1s generally are pretty easy.
Mineral field depleted.
Alright, there's a base over here. Have you go over here for a bit. We'll just scout around with our mutas for now. We can carry stuff with our overlord, so we'll get an overseer just in case. Don't. Are they already have speed upgrade? Yeah, they already have speed upgrade. Ooh, we got a lot of stuff. Sometimes I'll reduce the amount of stuff you have on a mission 1 just so there's not so many crazy things. Oh, you punks! Okay, there comes an attack. Leave a few of you back home.
Our forces are under attack.
Do this. We don't have a lot of Vespine income right now. Alright, we already got one of those. Probably don't need banelings. Upgrades for vipers. Need a hive for that. Can we make a hive right now? Need a viper nest to make a hive. Alright, I guess we'll make a viper nest. Also take this gas. Well, that happened fast. Wait, this one? Oh, you're doing that thing like the old school. Because we're back in time right now. Or it still gives you some Vespine when it's depleted. I can do that. We did get attacked with air earlier, but We'll also make a spine crawler too, just in case we get attacked.
Mineral field.
Since we got all this money, we might as well make another hatchery too. Didn't we make a spire? Okay, just took a while to build.
We require
Scourge, very expensive. Don't know that I'll use them. In co-op I use them quite a bit,
mineral field.
but they're cheap.
Mineral field depleted.
Actually, let's just put all the points there for now. Make some zerglings. We got the money. What kind of upgrades we got in here? Parasitic domination. Like the flying one can use the infester ability.
Mineral field.
This is a good ability, but I don't know if we'll need it. Oh no, you don't. So I might just go and see if there's an airbase over here for sure, but I haven't got attacked from there. You know, I want to destroy that airbase, even though I'm getting attacked from over here. Man, this is a very zigzaggy trail. Do I have queens or something to spread creep? Wait, what? You can morph to raptors? Huh. That's an interesting way to do it. Let's just do it for funsies. So I assume they just have the leap and the better attack. Wait, what? Burrow. Oh, you have to... I'm so used to burrow being an automatic upgrade. Why not? We probably won't use it, but a Zerg needs to burrow, right?
Our drones are under attack.
I think movement speed 2.95.
Our forces are under attack.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure if the raptorlings are benefiting from our speed upgrade from the spawning pool. That is a terrible engagement for Zerg right there. But at least for Zerglings, but we got these guys coming, so
We require
first, do these guys have... They don't have that fast regen out of combat, which is a nice thing for them to have.
more minerals.
Oh, where did all our minerals go? We used to have like a huge bank. Did we spend it all on overlords? What kind of queen are you? Creep tumor. Inject larva. Whoa, you can do it ranged? How far away can you do it? What? Okay. What about like halfway across the map? Okay, so it's not like a 500 range ability. Nurturing swarm.
Mineral
The
field
target.
depleted.
Huh.
The hive
Increases the morph rate too. That's interesting. Thank you for reminding me to put some these guys over here. Alright, we need to oh, no wonder you guys ran out of minerals. What about you? That's why we're getting such low income. Probably just leave a few guys at home. Troll. There's these neat hotkey things I learned. Like if we do this, so we got our all, but then if we hit like shift something, we can remove. No shift to that adds. There's like a special way you can do the hotkeys Because I like to F2. But there's a way you can, we can leave a few guys behind. We'll keep all of these though.
We require more minerals.
Basically, there's some kind of hotkey where you can subtract from a unit group, and I don't quite remember how to do it. It's something with like either Control or Alt or something. But I really should stop F2ing all the time, so... Got random minerals throughout the area. I almost wonder if those are more for decoration. I always thought it was funny. I did some decorative minerals in one of my maps, and I was surprised people would actually place a hatchery near it to mine them. And I was just kind of like, okay. We get more Zerglings, we're gonna have to check. What? Are you guys stick together? You're getting attacked quite a bit more. You know, I might need to put these guys on patrol or something. Where's that queen? We need more creep tumors and such. Not sure where that queen went. Let's make a new one. We're gonna throw you guys on patrol. Okay, so regular Zergling 4.47, Raptorling 2.9. Okay, so it is slower. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. Let's see, 35 health, 1 armor. I'm gonna destroy some of these bases so we don't get attacked so much. Oh, you dicks. Yeah, this is a pretty fortified area, but I don't just lose all my dudes. But it was pretty well fortified. Very choke pointy. Wonder if it's like, can I get around to here? No, there's no way to get to this area without jumping dudes. Let's see, we need more Vespine.
Mineral field depleted.
Huh. Oh, so she can't normally attack, she has to use an ability. Can we stack larva injects? Nope. Ah, that stinks. Might need to take a new base soon.
Our forces are under attack. The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Where am I getting attacked? Oh no, it got destroyed.
Under attack. The hive cluster is under attack.
Looks like most of those defending guys got destroyed. Can I put healing on, no, can't autocast healing.
Mineral field.
Never been big on tunneling claws. Very gas starved.
Mineral field depleted.
Let's see, See any other Vespine geysers? Must have killed that drone I sent down there. Did you guys get the minerals that are closer? What?
Mutation complete.
Maybe I should just make a base over here. Oh, they got mines. Hate mines.
Depleted.
You really gotta pay attention to your drones in this map.
Forces are under attack. We require more minerals.
F2ing again. Some of my guys are running off and getting themselves killed. Oh jeez, that's crazy fortified. So, do I even need to kill everyone, or do I just need to find this thingamabobber?
Mineral field depleted. We require more minerals.
Alright, you know what? Got an excess of overlords. Are these guys not in the F2? I'm so used to that from co-op. I think originally they weren't in co-op either, but they changed it so they were.
Mineral field depleted.
Raptorlings are probably pretty good on this map since there's so many cliffs they can run back and defend. Pummel them to the ground, men, go. Are you the queen that got lost?
Mineral field depleted.
Not sure where I want to go next. Just another base. Keep going, my man. Find that whatever we're looking for. Cyanic impulse.
Mineral field.
No, too many marines.
Mineral field depleted. We require
I do feel like things that can bypass cliffs are gonna be good in this map, so I think I'll mainly go Raptorling, Mutalisk. That probably will be best. Did he have an AoE?
drones are under attack.
That's a little overpowered. I have to cancel this.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Did he get? Yeah, he got destroyed too.
Our forces are under attack.
My current impressions right now is the map is pretty huge,
The hive
and the enemies are very well garrisoned.
our forces are under attack.
And it is a mission 1. queen should have some sort of fighting thing.
Not enough energy.
Oh, come on. That's ridiculous.
Forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
You really gotta defend a lot of areas in this map. These guys are dead. Where are my mutas? 10 tanks, that's ridiculous. Especially on the easiest difficulty on a level 1. What? Is that some kind of micro? And cloaked. And these guys are not in my F2.
Cluster is under attack. Mineral field depleted.
Yeah, this guy does do AoE. That is so cheap. So you need guys that can bypass cliffs, but then they all get AoE'd because they have low health.
We require more minerals. Our forces are under attack.
Did they always have a base there?
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
There's these guys. Where have you been? You have a changeling ability?
Our forces are under attack.
I wonder if I should have just got mass muta and ignored everything else. But then again, our gas is so low that it's kind of hard to do that.
The hive cluster is under attack.
We're gonna lose detection over there.
Our forces are under attack.
No one's mining. See, it's really annoying when you have to defend from like this many areas while expanding constantly because your base is always running out of minerals and your workers always stop mining.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our drones are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces.
Alright, I'm thinking I might try one more run where I go mass mutalisk and see how that goes. Alright, so I got a bit of a muta ball now. Got about 30 of them plus 2 overseers. It might be fun to just throw a few changelings as scouts too. I don't know how far they'll get with the mountains everywhere. Kind of playing defense right now as I improve my mutas.
Field depleted.
But yeah, I think the thing about this map, as far as gameplay wise, it's really good presentation, the terraining is all very beautiful and all the dialogue stuff, but gameplay wise it just seems like it's a bit much for mission 1. You've got a ton of tech to choose from, first of all, and then there's a lot of huge Terran bases. Like once you get rid of like maybe 2 pretty big bases, you kind of get tired of attacking into a Terran base, especially when it's real entrenched. There's lots of choke points with both bunkers and tanks, which is pretty annoying. And then it seems like with all the long pathing around these cliffs and stuff that you have to go something mobile, like mutas or zerglings, but then you're kind of punished for it when the enemy has a fair amount of AoE options. So I think a smaller map would be better for 1, and yeah, probably reduce the tech a little bit and then correspondingly maybe make the enemy's defenses a bit weaker and their attack waves a bit weaker, so it kind of evens out as far as difficulty goes, but then the player also doesn't have as much to sift through. I don't know if there's like a one perfect strategy or something that works better for the map maker or something. What are you doing all the way over here? Trying to mine? Looks like some of these guys actually got a good distance. Where are you on? No, we don't want larva. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You know, I'll just turn you into zerglings and then you can become raptorlings.
We require more Vespine gas.
Let's just do that so we can get rid of the extra things, and then we'll shift that. I'm being a lot more defensive this time. And I also figure with the queens I can heal up my mutas too. I think it was those Vikings do the area damage.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. The hive cluster is under.
Yeah, and again with the map being so huge, you also haven't given having to move your bases a bunch to get stuff also makes that more difficult. Just to keep up with your resources. Need a hive. Let's see, we needed
Mineral field
that tech building, that viper nest to get a hive. I'm so not good at doing the hotkey thing.
Mineral field depleted. Mutation complete. Mineral field depleted. Our forces are under
All
attack.
those mineral fields getting depleted. Looks like we got some idle workers. Oh, they noticed it. Well, that's not fair.
The hive cluster is under attack.
They haven't noticed him, though. I know there's an option you can set in the difficulty parameters. There's an action called difficulty parameters with all these little AI tweaks you can make, and one of them is whether the AI spots changelings or not.
Mineral field depleted.
Mutas are working pretty good for us so far. Of course, these guys got their AoE, which sucks. I'm guessing they just probably attack whatever is the closest, because they're really going after this base now. Pummel them to the ground, then go. Wonder if that means there's a big attack wave coming. You're gonna get healed by this guy. Get a hive so we can upgrade our mutas once again. Still trying to find this cyanic impulse. Maybe we'll just find it when we kill everything. Yeah, I'll just give you some armor, even though I'm barely using any of those.
The hive cluster are under attack.
Wait, what? Oh, I killed it? Is this some kind of ability they use, this green gas? Or is that around... Oh, maybe it's just around all of them. Let's check you out attacking, because I'm curious. Oh, they just killed the queen. You were not a very good fighter, but you were a good healer, queen.
The hive cluster is under attack. The hive cluster mineral field depleted. Our forces are under attack.
Jeez. Yeah, you could not defend all this with Hydralisks, because they would be going back and forth. Oh my goodness. Did my new queen, I'm pretty sure I built a new one. It must have died again already. Something. Either there's a queen regenning my mutas, or they have some kind of weird regen. Because they do seem to be healing faster. I do wonder if, do I lose if my whole base gets destroyed? Because I'm kind of tempted once I get like full supply mutas to just attack, move across the map, and not care about my base. They are rebuilding too. That's a pain simply because the bases are so huge. These guys are annoying.
Complete.
At least they don't do a ton of AoE damage, but still a bit of a pain.
Forces are under attack.
See, that's almost mined out
Mineral
there.
field depleted.
Could build a base somewhere around here.
Mineral. Our forces are under attack. The hive cluster
It
is
probably
under
won't
attack.
attack it. The enemy also micros a fair bit,
Is under attack.
which increases the difficulty too. I feel like I can't move out. Because of the constant attacks. And you have to move your base slowly up as you get new mineral patches
Depleted.
to at least get the third attack upgrade.
We require more Vespi.
They chase pretty far. Let's see, we can quick save because it is on our computer or local, not arcade. At least they're not attacking up here because they like this base better.
Mineral field depleted. Our drones are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Huh?
The hive cluster is under attack. Mineral
Not sure why there was a drone going so far. Wonder if it was one of the ones from here. We do have a lot of minerals, but
depleted.
we don't have quite enough Vespine.
Our forces are under attack.
By which I meant to make a bunch of raptorlings.
Mineral depleted. Our forces are under attack. The hive cluster is under attack.
That's a lot of marines. They kill all those dudes.
Our forces are under attack.
On fire at this guy.
Our forces are under attack.
That's not who I wanted to go over there. I wanted you to go over there.
The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces are under attack. Vespine guys are exhausted. Our forces
Send you up there.
we require mineral field depleted. Mutation complete. Our forces are under attack.
Alright, I'm at the point where I don't care anymore. We're just gonna attack into the enemy. Gonna YOLO it or something. Jeez. What? Yeah, see, so no matter what you do, you're kind of damned. No matter what tech choice you choose. So I'd definitely say decrease the size of the enemy bases. See, 3 tanks like this, that is gonna, and a choke point like this, that's gonna murder any Zerg ground army. I don't know if this is SC1 reasons, but it feels like the buildings take a lot longer to kill. I'd say just get rid of those AoE air guys completely. Definitely massively decrease the amount of siege tanks. And maybe get rid of rebuilding entirely, especially if you're going to keep the map size.
Our forces are under attack. The Hive cluster is under attack.
Did they just build 2 guys from that and they had a tech lab? Or was I seeing things? Also, where'd my overseers go? They all die?
Our forces are under attack. The Hive cluster is under attack.
Well, that was a bad idea.
We require more vessels. The Hive cluster is under attack. Our forces
At least I don't think the cloaked guys can shoot air.
is under attack. Our forces are under attack. The Hive cluster is under attack.
Yeah, putting this many huge defenses is crazy. Again, I'm not sure if we're supposed to just be finding something somewhere, 'cause I have no idea where it is, and it's huge, and everything is so fortified.
Under attack.
Hate these guys. Two tanks.
The forces are under attack.
Just see if we can kind of search around. This looks like something. See if we can get around, because it's pretty well defended everywhere. Jeez.
Our forces
Oh my goodness. I feel like this is something. Are they seeing up cliffs? Oh, it might be because of those. And now my mutants are getting sniped by ghosts. I want that facility secured. Well, too bad we're not gonna secure it. Alright. Well, we sort of completed the objective. I think I'm gonna quit here. Again, I think you're just... The map is huge, the enemy is crazy fortified, and you're getting attacked quite a bit. And you're always having to make new expansions because the minerals are everywhere. It might be worth making like at least one base here that has a huge amount of minerals and gas, just so the player always has a consistent income. Yeah, so
Our forces are under attack.
was I supposed to put someone there? No, I assume we had to kill all the enemies, which is way too many. Everything is so fortified. You saw everything here. All these bunkers, all these missile turrets, and then I try to come in from the side and there's yet huge amounts of units, who I'm assuming they would have ran up here too to defend this area. It's like basically everything feels impenetrable, so yeah, decrease the stuff. The enemies, probably the map size. Make the minerals not so hard to get. Looks like we didn't end the map. Let's see. What? Is there no codes? Huh. I don't even know how you disabled cheats. But I guess you did. Alright. Thank you for watching. Bye now.